Welcome back, class 10th. Now we are going to discuss the next topic, which is how to find out missing frequency when mean is given for grouped data. You have done similar questions last year and you have done those questions for a discrete series of data. Now we will be using the same concept to find out the missing frequency in case of grouped data. There could be one missing frequency or there could be more than one frequencies which are missing. So let's begin with a question in which we have one missing frequency. So let us say that we have been given some classes with their respective frequencies. So the class intervals given to me are starting from 500 with the class size of 20. And we are going up to class size, we are going up to the upper limit 620. So the last class that we have is 600 to 620, 500, 520, 20 to 40, so on. And the frequencies that we have are 14. The frequency for this class is missing. It's been represented by P, then 5, 4, 3 and 5. And I have been given that the mean for this data is 544. So this is given to me. So along with the classes and the frequencies, I've been given that the mean is 544. I have to find out the value for this missing frequency P. Now the concept here is find out the mean the way you would normally do, either with direct method or with shortcut method or with step deviation method. Follow the steps, find out the mean. According to those steps, whatever mean you obtain in terms of P, equate that value with 544. So right now I'll just proceed. Depending on the values, I will see whether I want to go up to step deviation or not. Let's start by calculating the class marks. First of all, that's my first step. These are my frequencies. I want to find out xi, which is the class mark. Let's find out the class marks. Midpoint of each of the class intervals. So these come out to be 510, 530, 550, 570, 590 and 610. Now these are very large values. I don't want to work with these, so I'm going one step further. That will be deviations. Deviations are given by xi minus my assumed mean. So let's assume one of the values as the mean. I'm assuming 570 as the mean. So this is the assumed mean. Let's subtract 570 from all of these. So 510 minus 570 is minus 60, 530 minus 570 is minus 40, 550 minus 570 is minus 20, 570 minus itself gives me 0, 590 minus 570 is 20, 610 minus 570 is 40. I still think that these values are way too big to work with, so I'm going to reduce them further. So if I had used x's, I would have been using direct method. Since I've gone for the deviations, I could use shortcut method, but for me I think the values are still big, so I'll reduce them further. I'm going to divide them by the class size, so I'll obtain ui's, dividing the deviations by the class size. The class size here is 20, the difference between the upper limit and the lower limit, which is 20. Let's divide all of these values by 20. I'm doing that in my mind. I'll just write down the answers. So each of these to be divided by 20, this gives me minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. So now the values, the xi's are reduced considerably. So I'll be using the frequencies with ui's now. That is the next step. Multiplying the frequency with ui's. Do it very carefully. 14 into minus 3, minus 42. P with minus 2, minus 2p. 5 into minus 1 is minus 5. 4 into 0 is 0. 3 into 1 is 3. 5 into 2 is 10. Now I need the total for the products, FIUI total and the frequencies total. So let's add these. I'll be adding in groups of positives and negatives. This becomes minus 47 minus 2p and this is positive 13. So adding these, I get minus 34 minus 2p. This is the total for fi ui's, and the total of the frequencies. Separate the variable and add all the numbers. This gives me 31 plus the missing frequency p. This is summation frequencies. Now I apply the formula to find out the mean using step deviation method. Note down the formula. The formula to find out the mean using step deviation. X bar, which represents our mean, is given by assumed mean plus summation fi ui over summation fi multiplied with the class size. Let's use the values that we have. So X bar given to me is 544. This is given. Assumed mean is 570 plus product total is minus 34 minus 2p. The sum of the frequencies is 31 plus p, let's keep it in brackets, into the class size, which is 20. So I need to solve this and then this will be added. So I'll be keeping this on one side. I'm transposing 570 to my left hand side. So 544 minus 570 equals to, this becomes 20 into minus 34 minus 2p upon 31 plus p. Take your time and solve it very carefully. This gives me minus 26. I am taking this to left hand side, transposing it to left hand side. It will be multiplied here. 31 plus p equals to, and side by side I am simplifying the numerator. So what I've done here is, this has been transposed to this side, it has been multiplied, and I'm solving it and writing the answer here. So this gives me minus 680 minus 40p. Solving further, this becomes minus 806 minus 26p equals to minus 680 minus 40p. Now this is a linear equation in p. I have to solve it to find out p. That's simple. So for that, let's transpose the values. Bring the terms with p on one side and the terms without p, that is the constants, to the right hand side. So I've got minus 26p already here on left hand side. Bring minus 40p to your left hand side, it will become plus 40p equals to, on the right hand side I already have minus 680, transposing minus 806 to right hand side. Simplifying further, this becomes 14p equals to 126. So p comes out to be 126 divided by 14, which is 9. So the value of the missing frequency is 9. Based on this, you can do question number 9th from exercise 14.1. That will be your practice.